It's just gone 19 minutes past 8 here on the Breakfasters with Sara and Dylan. Laura's popped off for the rest of the morning. She'll be back tomorrow, though. And tomorrow night at the NGV, Patrizia Moroso, art director of esteemed Italian furniture company Moroso, will present an international design talk entitled Art and Fashion to Furniture and Design at the NGV International. Over the past 25 years, Patrizia Moroso has succeeded in building up a collection of iconic design products, the result of a combination of technology and craftsmanship and artisanal know-how with industrial production processes combining design, contemporary art and fashion to create her unmistakable stamp. Moroso is one of Italy's leading furniture manufacturers since 1952, and I'm incredibly pleased to say that we have the leading product design entrepreneur herself, Patrizia Moroso, here in the studio with us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for
Sara.
coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
You've described what you do as, or the furniture you make as making dresses for bodies that are actually chairs, armchairs, sofas, and that the fabrics are what really bring the personality to these objects. I don't think naturally every furniture designer would necessarily put the fabric over the form or other factors. So what is it that makes this element of fabric so important to what you do?
Yeah, of course. The first thing when I work with a designer is to select the shape or inventing something that is related with basically the function, the shape, and so on. Our company developed a sort of special passion in the final touch, that is the cover and what you put on the object, that is the skin of the object. So like for us, skin and also dresses are very important to create our personality, identity, and so on. I think that also the objects have that kind of possibility, and so they are describing better themselves if they have an interesting dress, very well done, or with details that are telling a story about that object. That is the reason why, not with all our designers, but with many, and especially with some that many times are women, we develop that part of the design of an object. So how is finished the dress, the stitching, how is a detail of a print on it, or many kind of details that are basically also coming from the fashion world. My collaboration with the team, the people that is working with me, include one person that have had a great experience in fashion, and so now is also working with the designers to define the final touch of that. And so, for many reasons, you can imagine covers are coming and becoming important, and what kind of fabric, what kind of color is also very important for us.
And I know that collaboration is a big part of what you do, and we'll talk about all the Australian collaborations in just a moment. But I wanted to ask first about your very special and long-standing relationship with the world-famous Spanish designer Patrizia Moroso. Can you tell us a bit about, I guess, the meaning of that particular relationship within the context of your work?
I know Patrizia since almost 20 years, and we when we met each other, we had something in common, some passions. We loved art, we love fashion in the same, more or less way, and we have done some interesting research about that. Patrizia since always was interested in give a personality to a sofa that is just a shape. And in the beginning, we tried to discover what color could be good for that object or a kind of textile, and then going on also the tailor stitching or the tale of, and many times she was also inspired by, I don't know, a collection of someone that she loved, and we try to keep that how to say that glamour that sometimes in fashion is, because it's a little bit more than just covering a shape, but so the what we did together is to give to our collection a very precise personality and also an image that is, I think, for what I know, is very special and different from the others. And I was saying, is really colorful. We never have problems with colors. So I remember when many years ago we launched pink objects, chairs and sofas, and pink was a sort of taboo in the world of design. And we were very relaxed about that. And Patricia loved that thing. And she's also experimental and brave in doing things. And so for us, it's easy and normal to use, some materials and things.
Is there a colour now that you think is a taboo? Is there a colour now that is a taboo in 2016?
Yes, it's a color. We love all colors. I cannot say my favorite. Pink is something that we every time have, and now I saw pink this year is super colorous in fashion. Everything is pink around in the windows of the big fashion shops.
It's certainly not a taboo anymore.
That is something that comes and go. But for instance, in this moment, we are presenting our collection in our showroom in Italy under the theme color, and so the subject of the areas are all the colors divided, of course, with our idea of what it could be, and developing, 10 different greens or 10 different blue and so on. But we try to use color in an intense and relaxed way, like we dress ourselves. And houses are, depending on the period. Yesterday, we were in a fantastic, beautiful house having dinner. That was the house of an architect here in Melbourne, Robin Boyd. Yeah, a great man that I didn't know before, with a house that was fantastic, beautiful.
Was this the Walsh Street house?
Yes.
Oh, it's very beautiful.
Beautiful. And, were the 60s, but they were absolutely not afraid about color. The floor is a red carpet, but red. And all the furniture have different brilliant colors, purple, rusty,
There is
blues.
a bright pink chair in there too, I think, isn't there?
Yes, and that age, was a fantastic age, very innovative, and a sort of, ideal revolution was going around the world everywhere. But why now we have to be so boring to use only gray and beige and black and so on? That very, very elegant, colors, but they are not expressing our soul. They are not expressing, or some, yes, why not? But not all can be grays, okay? And so I saw also in that house that was part of the the culture also of this country, that in the past and color was used in a very beautiful way. So why not today?
Absolutely. And before we go, because I'm wary we only have about a minute left, I should ask you about just briefly your collaborations with Australian designers while you are in Australia.
Yes.
Can you quickly tell me about that?
Yes, there's a number of very interesting and nice people selected by UP and collaborating with us. And they are young and bright. They are making, fashion. So they are interested in of course, in fabrics and color because it's their subject. And so we have done something that is a nice, easy thing. So to keep some of their materials and transfer that materials on our chairs. That materials are coming from dresses, but also from the materials that they have for bags, for other components, elements, and the result is beautiful because you don't see only a shape. And we selected two chairs, one designed by Patrizia Moroso, one designed by Alfredo Eberli, and they are different. One is more masculine, one is more feminine, but the designers choose what they prefer, and we have a sort of view of what is going on also in fashion in terms of material. So you have a fantastic denim, a beautiful felt, some fantastic prints, and they are on these objects really. They are perfect. No problem about because they are anyway strong and resistant fabrics. So why not on a chair?
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, I could talk to you all day, Patrizia, but unfortunately, we do have to wrap it up. Perhaps we should just read the names of the designers who you are collaborating with while you're here: Akira Isagawa, Gorman, Kawaii, Nobody Denim, Crumpler, Martin Grant, and Stephen Khalil. So a wonderful lineup of Australian talent collaborating with Patrizia Moroso. And if you have just joined us, that is who we've been speaking to, the inimitable Italian furniture designer of the iconic furniture company Moroso, ahead of her talk tomorrow night at the NGV International entitled Art and Fashion to Furniture and Design. Find out all the info that you need at ngv.vic.gov.au. Patrizia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sarah.